Texas, March 2025. 3 different storm systems are bringing heavy rain to different portions of the country. Texas, the Midwest, and the West Coast. Flash flooding is a particular concern in Corpus Christi and Houston, where rain is falling on already saturated soils. The Midwest is dealing with a disturbance that will bring a soggy end to the week.
الأمطار الغزيرة التي تحولت إلى فيضانات التي ضربت مقديشو عاصمة الصومال بخسائر فاتحة في الأرواح وممتلكات حتى دمرت الفيضانات وأسقطت نطاق الطرق والبنية التحتية.
The West Coast is experiencing a potent system that will bring excessive rainfall, and high elevations of the Sierras could experience heavy snow. More than half a foot of rainfall over South Texas swamped communities such as McAllen on Thursday, where authorities warned residents to stay off the roadways until the flooding subsided. Video and photos from the border town showed cars stuck in the high floodwaters and staff scrambling to help patients at a local medical center. Where rain had made its way in, South Texas Health System McAllen is currently addressing minor flooding on the facility's first floor following issues with a stormwater drain. Which caused rainwater to spill into areas of the hospital staff, with the medical services provider posted on social media. The severe thunderstorm threat will finally get pushed toward the southeast for the early part of the week ahead. Damaging wind gusts, a few tornadoes, and some hail will be possible from Saturday night through Monday, when the threat should be pushed into the Atlantic. At the moment, incoming walk-in and ambulance patients are being temporarily diverted to other nearby hospitals. For safety reasons, visitation of patients has been temporarily suspended. Following the heavy rainfall, a flash flood emergency was issued along the Interstate 2 corridor from McAllen to Mercedes, where standing water that was measured in feet was reported. New Orleans, Birmingham and Montgomery, Alabama, Atlanta, and Charleston, South Carolina could see strong storms before we finally drop the curtain on this nasty storm sequence. Moisture from the Gulf is interacting with an upper-level disturbance moving in from northern Mexico, focusing heavy rain over Texas, particularly south of the Interstate 10 corridor. Cooler weather will be on the way next week. A child in Little Rock has died in connection to the severe weather that has been sweeping across Arkansas, according to Little Rock police. directed the Texas Division of Emergency Management to activate rescue boats, hoist-capable helicopters, search and rescue teams, and other resources to help local emergency officials respond to heavy rainfall and flash flooding. Some forecast models indicate an additional 3 to 5 inches of rain could fall by Saturday.
His first thought was like, the house is ruined. I'm like, well baby, you're okay, and I'm okay, and the dog's okay. So that's all that matters, said Taylor.
Prompting NOAA's Weather Prediction Center to issue a level 3 out of 4 risk for flash flooding across South Texas. And yes, this is going to be beneficial rain. But because we have a pretty significant drought going on in this part of the country, when you mix this much rain at a time with a pretty extreme drought, you can end up in a situation where flooding gets really bad in a hurry, the weather meteorologist Ari Sarsaleri said. By Friday and into the weekend, forecast models show increasing uncertainty in how the weather pattern will evolve.
Rain, hail, and strong winds caused damage and power outages in parts of the valley. Severe weather impacting the Rio Grande Valley on Thursday produced heavy rain and hail in some areas, causing damage, as occurred north of Mission, where one area lost power.
Just broke the windshield out of that car there.
At around 7 p.m., strong winds and hail began to be felt north of Mission, intensifying at times. According to Jamie Elizondo, owner of a taqueria, everything began to move during the storm.
Wow.
And it seemed as if it were a tornado. The air began to lift everything. It lifted our chairs. It lifted our tables, Elizondo recalls. Severe weather also caused damage in McAllen, specifically in a residential complex north of the city. Additionally, thousands remain without power. As of 9:30 a.m., about 1,767 Magic Valley customers remained without power in Hidalgo County. The most numerous storms are anticipated this afternoon through the evening hours. Activity will move southeast from the Big Bend and Edwards Plateau through South Texas, Rio Grande Plains, Coastal Bend, and Rio Grande Valley. We'll see storms in from west to east tonight, with the final activity moving out into the Gulf early Friday morning. Isolated pop-up thunderstorms are expected across a significant portion of Texas Friday afternoon as northerly winds begin bringing in cooler, less moist air to the state.
If this occurs, it could bring a more widespread severe weather threat. But details remain uncertain at this time. Many parts of the region, including areas around Austin and San Antonio, have experienced a significant lack of rainfall since last year, resulting in drought conditions that range from unusually dry to exceptional.
Counties with significant outages include Pulaski County with 43,130 without power, and Saline County with 11,228 after a battering of high winds and flash floods.
Corpus Christi last reported a precipitation deficit of about 2.75 inches, while San Antonio was closer to 4 inches. Due to the dry conditions, the ground may not be able to absorb the rainfall quickly enough, which could lead to dangerous flash flooding.
Other counties that have been hard hit over the 24-hour series of storms were Miller, Calhoun, Pike, Clark, Grant, Prairie, Sharp, Conway, and Johnson counties.
Holly Kamba, meteorologist for the National Weather Service Brownsville/Rio Grande Valley, said the cities of McAllen, Harlingen, and Brownsville saw rainfall that exceeded previous records that in 2 cases go back more than a century. McAllen recorded 4.96 inches of rain, breaking its previous record set in 1999.
Meanwhile, Little Rock Mayor Frank Scott Jr. gave an update on the work the city is doing towards storm damage.
But Brownsville's 5.3 inches collected Thursday topped the record going back to 1911, and the 3.72 inches of rain in Harlingen broke that city's 102-year-old record set in 1923. NWS said that 4.35 inches of the total rain that fell in McAllen occurred between the 1 and 4 p.m. hours. In Port Isabel, Laguna Heights, and Laguna Vista, Canva said as many as 7 inches fell before 7 a.m.
He said crews will continue to work as quickly as possible until dark and will return on Sunday to clear any remaining trees from roads.
And Thursday, the severe weather has also led to several school cancellations, including the La Joya, Mercedes, and West Laco school districts, with West Laco ISD indicating damage to facilities and a need to assess repairs. PSJA, Donna, Ed Couch Elsa, Santa Rosa, Harlingen, and San Benito schools also announced class cancellations for Friday. The cities of McAllen, Edinburgh, and Far, as well as Mission, Los Fresnos, Harlingen, and Brownsville, in addition to other communities from around the valley, warned residents via social media of flash flooding and damages and cautioned to take alternate travel routes. South Texas Health System is asking the public for their patience as they deal with some minor flooding in the first floor of SDHS McAllen.
The people of Hillcrest are dealing with the aftermath of Saturday morning's storm. The strong wind and rain knocked down trees, causing damage some never imagined. Rachel Bullock says she's not used to seeing her neighborhood with severe damage.
Residents uploaded videos of cars submerged nearly entirely on city streets and personal property destroyed in the wake of Thursday's weather. The NWS as of early Thursday evening indicated that a flood watch will remain in effect for the area into Friday.
I've really never seen anything quite like this before, Bullock said. Her neighbor Chris Ashcraft lost 2 of his cars during the storm and says it was something he didn't see coming.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay informed about the latest developments.